so you decided that you are starting your own spiritual business. Amazing, I'm super happy for you. But maybe you are wondering now what exactly I should be doing. How do I take the first starting steps and what should I even focus on? Hi, my name is Timmy. I'm a spiritual business mentor. I work with healers, light workers and coaches to help them grow and start their spiritual businesses. In this video, I'm going to show you the immediate starting steps that you need to take to make sure that you're going to have a sustainable spiritual business, okay? So with that said, let's dive straight into it. The number one step you want to be taking is figuring out who exactly you want to be working with. Maybe it seems obvious to you, but this is actually something that many light workers overlook when they are starting their spiritual services or when they are selling spiritual products. Of course, you want to be reaching as many people as you possibly can, because I know that you are driven by making a positive impact in our world, and for that you need to be reaching people, but you're not for everyone, okay? So you need to remember this, that not every single person is going to resonate with you. They're not going to vibe with you, and that's perfectly fine. But what you need to do is figuring out, who do you want to be working with? What sort of group of people you are feeling called to work with? And what is your higher self whispering you to do? What kind of problems do you want to fix for these people? And you probably heard about these problem solution statements already, so I'm not going to go into that today. But by really understanding who your ideal audience is going to really help you fine-tune your overall marketing materials later down the line, when you know who is it that you want to be speaking to, okay? So pick an aligned target audience. I actually have another video on how to pick a spiritual niche and also an article on my website, so I'm going to put these details in the description below. But once you know the target audience, then you want to move on to the next thing, figuring out the what. The what means what exactly you're going to be doing. Again, seems very obvious, but now you have the who, so you know who you're targeting, and now you're working out the what. And what you need to be looking at is, are you going to be serving people with services or with products? Are you going to be selling things or being there to provide your services? How are you going to be generating revenue? How are you going to be serving the community? Are you going to be working with people one-on-one, or are you going to be working with them in a group, or are you going to be providing content for them, maybe courses or ebooks, things like that? Figure out the what. It is extremely important, and please don't go down the route that I see happening a lot within the spiritual community, when you are doing everything for everyone. It doesn't work. It's going to make you feel burnt out, okay, because you're focusing on too many things, and the audience is not going to resonate with you because they don't feel like that you are for them, because you are going to stay too broad with your services. So if you're going to be service-based, then I would recommend not doing more than 2 or 3 solutions. If you can stop at 2, that would be amazing, but maximum 3. So try not to confuse your ideal audience. If someone wants a custom solution, that's perfectly fine. They can reach out to you and then you can create something unique for them. But when it comes to your standard services, not more than 3, please, okay? Because what happens if you're providing a lot of opportunities for your aligned audience, you're going to cause decision paralysis. Because it's kind of like when you are a child and you go into a toy store or a candy store and you have all these amazing things around you, you don't even know where to start, and you're gonna go into a bit of decision paralysis. Same thing happens with your ideal audience as well. The more options you show them, the more confused they're going to feel about which one to choose, okay? So figure out the what and make sure that it is going to be crystal clear when it comes to explaining what it is and what it does. Then you move on to the third crucial element, which is going to be the how you do what you do, okay? So we worked out who this is for, okay? We worked out what this does, and now you're going to be working out how it actually happens. So think about terms like, what is the transformation that you are creating? What is the emotional change that you are creating? Maybe you're a healer, so the how could be the actual method or the techniques that you are using. If you are maybe an educator who's teaching about spiritual concepts, the how could be the format of how you deliver the teaching. So is it going to be, I don't know, in a retreat? Is it going to be through an online course, YouTube videos, or is it going to be in the form of a book? So that could be the how. If you are a spiritual or a life coach, then your how could be your framework. The how could be the setup of your coaching. Is it going to be a group program containing, I don't know, 10 sessions over 6 months? Is it going to be one-on-one coaching, meaning that you do, I don't know, 60 or 90-minute sessions with your clients going through your unique framework? Think about these details before you start looking for clients like crazy, because I know that's what happens at the beginning when you're like, great, I've got my business, let's get some clients. Figure out these 3 foundations: who this is for, what does it do, and how does it do it? Because when you are able to communicate these 3 elements very simply and clearly, you will see that your sales process will be really, really smooth, because your audience will get you. You will not have to educate them in depth about what you do and how you do it, because that's included in your marketing materials. So I hope that makes sense and it helps you figure out the initial starting point. In case you worked this out already and now you're scratching your head like, okay, Timmy, I got this, what do I do now? You promised me the starting steps. So if you went through these 3 sort of steps already, then what you want to be doing is looking at your network. That's always your starting point to get your first few clients, especially the immediate ones. Look around your network, look around your friends, your family, your ex-colleagues, your neighbors, your online communities, and start talking about the journey that you're about to embrace. Because very often we severely underestimate the power of community. And if you haven't got enough business background, or if you haven't got any marketing background, this would be the starting point for you. Look at what you already have. Look at the communities that you could be reaching out to. Is there anyone else around you that could maybe spread the word about what you do now? Could you maybe offer a couple of free sessions or free product demos for someone in exchange for reviews, or asking them for referrals in exchange? If you're really stuck on getting those first few clients, this could be a good starting point for you as an alternative. If you're not able to get through to people through your network, then offer your services for free for the first 2 or 3 clients, or if it is a product, give your product away for free in exchange for honest and genuine reviews. Plus, those people will actually understand how great you are and how they can work with you, so they can start also talking about you, which can result in referrals. So I hope this helped. I'm going to put together another video in the coming weeks, maybe months, but I'm going to put another video together about the exact steps for customer acquisition, which means getting more aligned customers. That is a big topic. I'm going to show you a few ways on what you could be doing for getting more aligned customers for your spiritual business. In the meantime, I do have an article about that, which shows you the 5 ways to get aligned customers and clients. So I'm going to put that as well in the description. And feel free to browse through my website. I have a ton of free articles and resources to help you market and grow your spiritual business. So my website is connect1marketing.com.